natural language processing. So yeah, hi everyone. Once again, welcome to the session on project. Okay, using NLP. So the project what we are going to work on is we are going to build a machine learning model that will detect whether a message is a spam or a ham. Okay, so how can we solve this? First of all, we need to import the necessary libraries. In the last class, we discussed about what exactly NLTK means. NLTK is a natural language tool kit. So in this library, it is a very powerful library where you can find out all the relevant functions which can be helpful for to do the natural language processing operations. So it has over 50 plus corpuses are there. Australian corpus, Dutch. If you want to work on Dutch language, you just need to use the Dutch. And similarly, our main intention is only English, so we will only select English related ones only. So, but in this library, if you can see, there are more than 50 corpus are there, lexical resources are there. Okay, in your free time, please do explore this library. This is very powerful library and widely used in library for for natural language processing applications. So first of all, I am going to import that NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, Seaborn. Anyway, you knew that. And punctuations purpose, I'm going to download the punctuation tab, and then you already knew we have done many times how to read a data set which is having a CSV format. Okay, just running that same without making without changing anything, and then just wanted to see how my data set looks like. Here you can see there are two columns, v1 v2, and there are some unwanted columns also got detected. I just wanted to remove them. How to remove the unwanted one? You knew already. Drop is a function which I can use to drop the unnecessary columns. Okay, after dropping, so I just wanted to drop. After dropping, the data set is having two columns and 5,572 mails, and this is a mail. And here I wanted to replace v1 with a value and v2 with a text or SMS, anything. So by so anything, whatever you felt better to display. Okay, here I'm just using a text and a value. And then I just wanted to see how many ham mails are there, how many spam mails are there. There are only 747 spam mails are there, and there are 4,000. So there are a lot of ham mails only. There are very less when comparative to the ham. There are very less spam mails are there. Okay, first step. What I'm going to do? How can I convert effectively? The numerical data means first of all you need to understand one thing. If you are identifying any mail as a spam or ham, what are the common things that you identify? If you would like to add, please add so that it will help you, to build any NLP project. Okay. So if you want to add me, please add. I just wanted to show you the data set also. Here is the data set. Yeah. So here is the data set. Just identify the spam mails. I just wanted to filter out. I'm selecting only spam. These are all spam mails. Just observe what is commonality in every spam mail. How can we easily detect whether a mail is a spam or not? I'm giving you time. You can take 2 minutes or 1 minute, whatever time suits you. So not more than 2 minutes. You please observe the commonality there in spam mails. This is what first thing you should identify. Once you identify the things, then we can make changes in the data. We can choose effective data pre-processing steps, natural language processing steps. Okay. If anybody observes, please unmute yourself and let me know.
Sorry, what was your question again?
Yeah, my question is, these are all spam mails, okay? These are all spam mails. So what is the commonality that you can identify in all these spam mails? Any common things, or how can
Like
you?
words?
Yeah, so words, or else is there any common thing? There are some common things are there. I mean to say, how a Gmail from Google can detect a mail is a spam or a ham. You could have observed that. You guys could have.
Free or
Yeah, very good. So yeah, such things I wanted
click
to
the
hear.
link or
Very good,
like
very good.
avail now or something like that.
Yeah, first is free, then second is you're saying about link, and then
Click or click the link.
click the link. Yes. Is there any other?
Um, we tried calling, reply
Mm-hmm. Okay.
now, and
Okay. Do you agree the capital letters are there in common in spam mails? Something
yeah,
like
yeah, oh yeah,
urgent,
when yeah, yeah,
right? And mobile numbers
yeah.
also do there. Please call now, something like that, right? So these are some commonalities are there. So that is the considering those things for see NLP is always task specific. So if the task is spam or ham identification, then so we need to find out the relevant steps or relevant procedures we have to apply on data set and then do this. Okay, understood? So if like if the task is a sentiment analysis, for example, how do we define a sentiment is positive or negative? So it can be having I mean it may have some other parameters to test on. For example, good, bad, the synonyms, good and positive synonyms are there in the review means we can say it as a yes positive review. If negative synonyms are there in the entire text of the review, then it can be a negative sentiment. If there are no such bad words or good words, so it is kind of a mix of both, then it is a neutral. Okay. Yeah. So accordingly, every task do have its own set of functions or set of steps we need to follow. Okay. Remember that. So now here what we are doing is as a part of that, first of all, we wanted to find out the punctuations. Okay. You can observe here in the data set punctuations are also plays a crucial role in spam mail. See, urgent, exclamatory symbol, right? And end, TNC, right? Such type of things are quite common. End, question mark. See, every word, every statement, if you can see, the punctuations are quite common. So that is why I wanted to know the punctuations and then wanted to know the length of the punctuations. Yesterday, I discussed about the regular expression. So regular expression, there you can use the find all function to just find out all the punctuations. How do we find out all the punctuations? See, this is a simple expression which I can use to fetch all the punctuation marks. Okay. And once I get the punctuations, I can add as a new column to the existing data set. And I wanted to know the length. This is what really important. I wanted to know the length means how many punctuation marks are being using in the sim SMS, in single SMS or single mail. Okay. Got it? Is that clear? So now what else I'm going to use is phone numbers. See, phone numbers are also quite common. I wanted to extract all the phone numbers. How many phone numbers are there? Again, length. How many phone numbers are there? Usually, if there is any mail, normal mail, usually one or two phone numbers is quite common. But if I giving two to three phone numbers like toll free number, contact person, WhatsApp number, something like that, it is obviously a high chance of spam. Another thing is there any link is there? If there is any link, I wanted to extract such links. Okay, I mean to say I wanted to know whether there is a link is there or not. If there is any link, then I need to know true. If there is not a link, then false. I wanted to simply calculate another column which has to be either true or false based on searching of a link. If the link is present, then true. Otherwise, it is false. Here, what I'm going to do is, here you can see else is 0. Okay, if there is anything, that is 1. 1, 0. Instead of true and false, I'm just using 1 and 0. Okay, so that is another column. First column I added extra is punctuation, phone number, links, and then uppercase. Uppercase, anyway, you just told me uppercase is also really important to find out. Right, so I just wanted to know how many uppercase letters are there. Okay, so if more uppercase letters are there in a mail, means that is also a chance of having, can judging that mail as spam. And next one is unusual words. Some unusual words are there which are not being using in regular conversations. So such unusual words, how can we detect? So we can use corpus words. So in that words we can, we can, these are the English vocabulary text. Unusual words means our, our textual data. This is our our mail, our words, whatever the words which are there in the mail, those words, if we can subtract it from the English regular words, then whatever the left with, those are called unusual words. Okay, so which are not English words. So this is the way how can we detect the English, unusual words, and then you can count them. You can sort them, and then you can count them. How many are there? If more unusual words are there in a mail, means that is also a spam. Correct. So likewise, all unusual words, I'm just adding it up and then printing. So it will take definitely a time because there are 5,000 rows are there. So one by one it is running. That is why instead of using CPU, I just connected to the GPU, T4 GPU from Google Colab. Okay, it is taking time. Meanwhile, we can discuss the remaining steps. See, once you update that one, this is the output file you will get. So extra columns you can see punctuations we added, phone numbers we added, links we added, uppercase we added, unusual words we added. Likewise, you can also add some more parameters if you want. For example, stop words. You can remove the stop words if you want to get to know the stemming lemmatization. You can apply all such things. You can add. Okay. Once you add all things, then the last thing is we need to convert, as a part of feature engineering. We need to convert every statement into relevant TF-IDF vector. Yesterday we discussed about what exactly TF-IDF means. TF means term frequency. IDF means inverse document frequency. Okay, we have to use that technique to convert a textual data to relevant vectors. Got it? So before going to this step, so you can calculate all such things, so that by forming all these extra columns, what will it help is, by forming all these extra columns, it will help us to find out the pattern between ham and spam. For example, ham message is having nine punctuations. Okay, and some ham mails also having punctuations. Ham mails are having less phone numbers, less links, less uppercase letters, less unusual words. For example, if you observe this spam mail, particular spam mail is having one phone number is there, two uppercase letters are there, and two times uppercase letters came. The uppercase words, this is uppercase words, I not letters. Okay, I just, in the algorithm also, clearly we mentioned uppercase words. Two uppercase words were there, and five unusual words also there, which are not English regular English words. Unusual words are also there. Normal ham message also may have unusual words. By using these columns, okay, by using these columns, machine will understand. So what is the relationship between the punctuation, phone numbers, link, and uppercase and unusual words with respect to the spam and ham? It will try to grasp the knowledge behind it by forming the suitable pattern. Okay. After that, once we, once this particular cell completes, then we can go ahead. Okay. Meanwhile, just observe. Once you use this TF-IDF vectorization on top of, all these textual data, you will get relevant, see, from here onwards, unusual words, after unusual words, from here onwards, okay, from here onwards, this is all TF-IDF vectorization. So dot 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 means there are a lot of. So it is a vector from here 000 to YUP up. Uh, from here to here, it is all a TF-IDF vectorization. Okay, all this data set. So now we converted successfully the textual data to the numerical data. Then we need not to have this text data. We can drop the text data. So here you can see I'm dropping the text data and value as features, and target is, you know, that value column is what target, and the features are accept value and text, remaining all columns are required as features. That is what I selected as features. After that, I am using the same machine learning algorithm which were already been discussed in classifications. So there we discussed a lot of algorithms. Here I am just using a decision tree classifier, and inside decision tree classifier I'm just passing out the X train and Y train. Okay, so passing the X train and Y train, and then predicting the Y train, and then finding out the accuracy. The accuracy is almost same. You can see there is no overfitting also, because the training accuracy and testing accuracies are both are almost same. Correct? After that, what I just did is multinomial. Okay, naive Bayes. We already discussed about naive Bayes, right? I just also used naive Bayes and just calculated the accuracy. There also there is no overfit. So got the good result. And then what I did is I just given one simple mail, and I added the punctuations, phone numbers, links, uppercase, unusual, and also TF-IDF I just converted, and then this is what the data set. Okay, particular input data, whatever the input mail, I just added all the values, and then if I pass these values to my prediction, then it will predict me whether this mail is spam or ham. Got it? So this way I'm running out. But before going to show you all, so it has to run, but it is still taking time because of we are having 5,000 column rows. So every column here you can see the debugger. So it is running this and going down, going to the unusual word and adding it, and again going and seeing whether there is a any unusual words are there. So this unusual word function only taking a lot of time. Once it get complete, then remaining steps I will just run and then we'll show you how exactly they are running, and then so that we will understand, okay, this is how a natural language processing methodology is working on. Okay. Hmm. Okay, meanwhile what else we can do is in Kaggle movie review datasets will be there. Okay, IMDb movie reviews dataset, you can collect this dataset. What you can do is you can collect this dataset, positive negative, and you can predict the further movie review whether it is positive or negative. So now if you would like to discuss with me, so what are the parameters that you really look into, whether the review is positive or negative, if you want to if you want to choose, or if you want to select, or if you want to identify based on the review whether it is positive or negative, what all extra parameters that you need to add. For example, in our spam or ham, we added punctuations, right? Uppercase, finding the uppercase words, and also we added the links, and we are connecting to the GPU runtime but not utilizing the GPU. Still, it is taking. It looks like it's taking time. You can also run it on your local machine. It will take time, but anyway, it once it get complete, remaining steps are very easy and it will not take much time. Okay, so here in our, yeah, what I'm discussing is in our spam or ham we added extra things like punctuations, phone numbers, links, and uppercase words and unusual words. These are all the extra columns that I added along with the existing ones, just to helping my machine to identify the relevant patterns. Okay, So now tell me if anybody would like to, if there is a review of a movie, okay, movie review is there, then what are the extra parameters that you are willing to add? Okay, hmm? Anyone? Here we can see one case study also. Most votes. We can have a look of one case study here. What exact things that this author is using? This is the data set. We already knew that, and here sentiment values. These many positive values are there. These many negative values are there. The data set is very well balanced. Half of them are positive. Half of them are negative. Very well balanced. Then what exactly it did? The person did. First of all, tokenize a tick tock. Okay, another tokenizer actually talk tokenizer, and they are also using the stop words of English stop words, and then suggest extracting the HTML faster, and then removing the space, remove between the square brackets. Just they are doing some other type of pre-processing steps, denoising the text, and then removing the special characters and stemming and lemmatization they are using. Obviously, this will be helpful according to this problem statement. And then stop words also will helpful. So this is the way how they actually converted. Then yeah. So now now let us back to this project. Later we will discuss this. Yes, this got run. Okay. Once it got run, then you can see the data set, and then you can go ahead and run the TF-IDF and then extract the features, then go and select the features for the machine learning, and then use the machine learning and then build the accuracies. Okay, and then extract text. Now you can pass any message here. Let me use another message, which is a regular message. Okay, for example, let me take my mail. Let us check the real ones. Here I do have spam. There is one mail in spam. Okay, there is one mail is there. I just wanted to use and want to see the strength of this converted to the text and relevant features, and then predicting it as it is saying it is a ham because this mail looks like ham only. Yep, and there is no other relevant ones. So maybe click on your account. This may help. Let me check this one. I don't have actually a lot of spam mails in my Gmail. Otherwise, I could have run remaining spam. These messages more or like looks like ham only. Yeah, correct. This also looks like ham only. For example, click on link. If I use any link, let me see. Control C and Control V. Urgent sale is on. Okay. Now let us see. Now see, you can see it is now detecting as spam. Is this clear? Can anybody confirm me? Is this clear? How we are doing? the spam detection. Hmm? Is this clear? Anybody? Okay, thanks, Visual. Yeah, so this is the way how actually, we just build one project to test out whether an email is spam or ham, also tested with the real-time message. But actually, if you want to build a real-time spam or ham, you just need to collect some more information. Okay, much more information you need to collect. In reality, how Gmail, using to detect the mails are spam or ham. And one more thing is spammers also very intelligent. They know that the algorithms are catching if we send a link and these things, then they are also coming up with new ways to spam. For example, here, okay, here, hey creator, okay, here is a brief update. In March, you we launched the important updates, see, and there is a special symbol like emojis, some kind of images are there, okay, icons are there. For example, if I use this thing, let me use this thing. I'm just passing everything in one line. Control X. Hmm. Yes, yes. See, it is still saying as spam ham because we did not added those features, correct? So now your task is you can identify if you want to build a real-time spam and ham thing, you just need to identify the real things. Like for example, how they are catching. You need to how you need to study the algorithm which was built by Google spam or ham detectors. Earlier, this was a strategy. If there are links, if there are any uppercase letters, if there are any you know exclamatory symbols or punctuation simply and also if there are any some unusual words, then that was a strategy which was used before, but now the strategies were changed, the algorithms will get update, so you need to find out the most updated algorithmic features so you can add them, and you can also detect the real spam or ham detection, and you can also build a very wonderful project out of this. Okay, yeah, so that is all about natural language processing.